Hey Banger fans, welcome back to Overkill Reviews. It's your host Sam Astroth, and damn, it's been a while since I've been here last time. Happy to be back. So, as you saw, Banger started up our own Twitch channel, and so did I. Playing some fighting games, doing some of these Banger research live with you guys. It's gonna be fun, so come join us. Alrighty, this week, I'm stoked to bring you the over-the-top, coarse-painted power metal quintet known only as POWERWOLF. That was Beast of Gevadon, off of their newest album, Call of the Wild, via Napalm Records. This song tells the story of a legendary predator who ransacked and caused terror in the midst of the 18th century in France. POWERWOLF originally started off back in 2003 by members of Red Aim. The band currently consists of vocalist Carsten Brill as Attila Dorn, lead guitarist Benjamin Buss as Matthew Greywolf, bassist and rhythm guitarist David Vaught as Charles Greywolf, keyboardist Christian Jost as Falk Maria Schlegel, and drummer Roel Van Helden. Talk about epic stage names. You know, watching the newest trailer for Masters of the Universe, the remake, and listening to these albums, I just gotta ask you, beastie gentlemen,
do you have the power?
Yes, I would say, indeed, they do have the power. Power of metal, that is. POWERWOLF uses dark, otherworldly themes in their lyrics alongside Roman Catholic Church, werewolves, and vampires, and incorporates these themes into their stage attires, gothic and epic as fuck. Epic as fuck! Since releasing their first album back in 2005, POWERWOLF has been on a steady rise, releasing consecutive albums that have been successful with not one, but two gold-awarded albums, Blessed and Possessed and The Sacrament of Sin. Call of the Wild marks their 8th full-length album, and let's jump right into it. The album starts off with an epic, ominous tone as vocalist Attila comes in, mouthing the words "faster than the flame" before kicking it in full gear in true power metal fashion. A definite strong opener. The song you heard earlier, Beast of Gevadon, is the one that comes in next, and it's definitely going to become one of the most memorable tracks of this album cycle. Seriously, these guys write some of the most perfectly crafted songs that get stuck in your head the moment you hear it once, as if, you know, you can't get it out of your head. You could try, but you can't. Like, it's stupidly catchy. It's not fair level catchy, like, damn it! Moving along to another highlight of the album, these gentlemen hit you with yet another immediate banger. This is Dancing with the Dead. We are dancing with the dead. Lost our hearts to the spilling to centers praying. Dancing with the dead. Fell in love with the temporal sky like an lead of power. Dancing with the dead. Lost our hearts to the spilling to centers praying. Dancing with the dead. Fell in love with the temporal sky like an lead of power. Again, you're hit with the infectious nature of POWERWOLF's music. This one is definitely going to become a big arena opener. This album feels almost filled with singles that land after singles. One of my personal favorite songs, Varkolak, hits you with a pummeling force that continues throughout the entire song with epic aggression. Next noticeable track on the album is the power ballad, Alive or Undead, a beautifully crafted song that hits on all your emotional buttons. One really cool thing these guys did to promote their newest album is they brought in our Canadian metal queen, Alyssa Whitegloves, from none other than Arch Enemy, to do a re-rendition of one of their classic platinum hit singles, Demons Are a Girl's Best Friend. Check it out, please. Being a demon And being Canadian, I totally approve of this. She totally nails this rendition of the song. Last track on the album is Reverend of Rats, a high energy closer to this epic album with medieval orchestration and yet another memorable chorus. All right, now onto the bad parts. Honestly, as far as songwriting goes, these guys don't really have many weak points to their songwriting. Each song is quite well crafted with memorable solos, epic composition, and vocalist Attila totally shines through in every song. Not many weak points. Perhaps though, if I was to point out something, writing an album with pretty much all singles kind of makes it so that the actual singles of the album become either insignificant or the other songs that are not singles of the album become insignificant, which I feel this album suffers from a little bit. My criticism would be that this album, even though fantastically crafted, starts losing a bit of its steam after the initial burst of the bombastic singles that you get. In my opinion, all the best songs of the album are kind of on the first half, which makes the second half of the album kind of have to fight for attention just to have you not press the replay button 1,000 times in the initial singles that you hear. Maybe if one of the stronger singles from the first half of the album could come in on the second half, or if they wrote a song that's rather not a single, maybe a bit lengthier, it would break up the monotonous nature of the album and kind of create a bit more diversity. But that's about it. New POWERWOLF album more than does its job in being a great continuation in the band's discography. They know what is working for them and they take full advantage of it. Their visual presentation and their single choices are spot on, and these guys do not show any signs of slowing down anytime soon. They're definitely going to be a driving force in the power metal scene in the years to come. Therefore, I'm giving this album a solid 4 Skeletors out of 5 here on Overkill Reviews. And now it's time for shoutouts. First up, I got one of my favorite visual kei acts from Japan, the Gazette, with their latest album, Mass, which came out on May 26, 2021 via JPU Records. A bit of an older listen, but this marks the band's 10th full-length release, and I'm still amazed at how Rookie and the gang keep recreating themselves with each album, both sonically and visually. Next up, I got the Australian horror-themed death metal band Portal with their latest double album, Aural Assault, Avow and Hagbulbia, however the fuck you say that, which came out on May 28th via Profound Low Records. This was a complete surprise release in true Portal fashion. Third, I got the cute yet vicious, bizarre artist Poppy with her NXT soundtrack EP titled Eat, which came out on June 8th via Sumerian Records in partnership with WWE. If you smell what Poppy is cooking. Her evolution has been blowing my mind. If you don't believe me, watch her killer Grammy performance and catch her on tour with Deftones and Gojira. Next up, I get the old school death metal veterans Pestilence with their 9th studio album, Exitivm, which came out on June 25th via Agonia Records. Last but not least, I got the classic power metal icons themselves, the mighty Helloween, with their self-titled 16th studio album, which came out on June 18th via Nuclear Blast Records. This marks the return of the band's original guitarist/vocalist Kai Hansen, as well as returning vocalist Michael Kiske on vocals. So Banger fans, what are your thoughts on the latest POWERWOLF album? Leave me a comment below and make sure to subscribe to Banger to stay up to date with all of our releases. Until next time, ciao.